Hey Black Twitter, guess what today is? It's 7 days from Halloween. I'm your host, Jeannie Lauren, and today I'm going to tweet for all the lightweights around the world. If you are stumbling and bumbling after one alcoholic beverage, I tweet for you. What can I say? I'm a cheap date. Which is really kind of a missed opportunity because I haven't gone on any dates lately. Anywho, 7 days from Halloween means we're 7 days from our special Halloween episode of Good Morning Black Twitter. It'll be available on October 31st. Don't miss it. By the way, whether you're watching or listening to the show, subscribe and rate it. I'd appreciate it. So how was your weekend? This weekend on Black Twitter, we learned what Cheddar's is, which I could really go back to not knowing. We also learned that there are men expecting women to sleep with them even before a first date. Y'all, dating? You new 2000 Twinkie babies can have it. I already warned y'all away from dating broke boys. I'm definitely not about to take broke boys who think you're supposed to have sex with them before the first date because they don't have the money to leave their house. Like, you want me to sleep with you before I even get to know you because you don't want to pay for a date? For a meal, brah? And dates don't even have to be expensive. Dates can be whatever the two of you agree to do together to have fun. But if that's too much to ask from some of y'all, keep it. Stay-at-home sons have no bratupsy. It's not really gonna affect me either way, but my real concern is there are actually some women out here who are entertaining these dudes. I mean, I'm 32, so I've reached the point in life where I've stopped wanting better for people who don't want better for themselves. That being said, it's like to know that there are women who are entertaining these dusty dudes because they've been taught that they need to be up under a man. It's just kind of like, ugh. Really? I guess. And there's nothing I can do about it, so I've decided I'm gonna start rooting for these women. I'm gonna root for the women who give ain't shit men the time of day. Y'all are the real patriots. You lay with these trash dudes so the rest of us don't have to. You fix their plates. You allow yourself to be seen in public with them when they're not sleeping on your couch. And you let them talk to you all kinds of ways. I salute you. Go team. Meanwhile, I don't know about your timeline, but my timeline is ready to roast Drake in effigy for lyrics that are being perceived as making light of Kid Cudi's depression. Let's backtrack a little bit. On Sunday, Drake was hosting OVO Sound Radio. OVO? Uvu? Avo? OVO, go with it. He announced a playlist project. I'm not sure how a playlist project is different from an album or a mixtape. I am sure I probably won't listen to it unless somebody is riding through the barrio, blasting it through their speakers. And he played a track called Two Birds, One Stone. This is the track that everybody's talking about. So in the song, Drake says, "You were the man on the moon, now you just go through your phases." Now I think it's pretty easy to interpret that as being directed at Kid Cudi. I mean, he has an album titled The Man on the Moon. It seems pretty obvious that he's talking about Kid Cudi to me, unless he's beefing with Michael Jackson, Buzz Aldrin, and Neil Armstrong, in which case this is officially the weirdest rap beef known to man. So yeah, he's definitely talking about Cudi, right? He's talking about Cudi. Moving on. What I'm not necessarily sold on is the idea that he's making fun of Cudi's depression. I mean, I think he could be talking about his career. I don't follow Cudi that hard, so I could be wrong, but to me it seems like Kid Cudi goes in and out of the limelight. Like, there are rappers who have mainstream success, and we know about their every move, whether or not we even want to know about their every move. And then there are rappers who are mainstream adjacent. Like, 1 minute they could be in a film or an HBO series, and the next minute you could be like, have you seen so-and-so? I haven't seen them in a month of Sundays. And with those kind of rappers, you have to actually follow what they're doing attentively, even though they're right outside of the mainstream. Just outside mainstream's house, leaning on its car like, hey girl, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. So yeah, all that to say, I think it's Drake taking a shot at his career, not Drake taking a shot at him being depressed. And I say that as someone who suffered through depression. I get it. I understand exactly how frustrating it can be to have someone make light of it as you're going through it. And I also say that as someone who has no loyalty to Drake, really. Like, don't get me wrong, I was here for the Drake Meek Mill beef, but outside of that, I got Nathan. I'm not buying Drake albums. I'm not going to Drake concerts. He's just not for me. I don't care what Issa Rae says about college girls. But I have to say, I do think it's a little funny. Every time Drake is a hot topic, there's a contingent of Twitter that's like, y'all getting Drake out of here this time? The Drake cancel party going? And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but y'all, Drake ain't getting canceled. Drake's fans let him rock reading a freestyle off his BlackBerry. Drake's fans let him rock with known ghostwriters. If that didn't get Drake up out of here, nothing's getting Drake up out of here. But anywho, I can't say whether or not making fun of depression is something Drake would or wouldn't do. I just don't think it's something he was doing here this time. But if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments on goodmorningblackTwitter.com or tweet me at GMBT Show. And by the way, the song is called Two Birds, One Stone, but I haven't seen anybody mention who the other bird is. I mean, I'm usually good at Clue and connecting the dots, but I don't pay enough attention to like rap beef and politics to know who did it and when. So if you know who else Drake is dissing on Two Birds, One Stone, you know what to do. Holla at me. Let me know. Let's figure this one out together, shall we? I'll see y'all in the tweets. Have a good morning, Black Twitter.